Hungarian Kétfarkú Kutya, our two-tailed dog party, is probably one of the biggest joke political parties today. Let me know if there are ones in other countries that are as big. Last year they got 185,000 votes, or almost 3.5%, although that didn't yield any parliamentary seats. Still not bad for a party that once promised 2 sunsets a day and to build a volcano on Lake Balaton. I see two-tailed dog party graffiti, posters, and other agitprop around Budapest far more than that of any other political party. If you know anything about Hungarian politics, of course you know the game is all fucked up. Obviously, Viktor Orbán is famous for his conservatism and antagonism within the EU, but every Hungarian I know who are admittedly pretty young hates Orbán. The problem is, a lot of Hungarians can't agree on how to exactly oppose him. Enter the two-tailed dog party. Without getting into the efficacy of joke parties in general, here's just kind of an overview of some of the different stunts that they've pulled. They're probably most famous for their street art, which they use to draw attention to urban decay and do things like fill potholes. And one really common one is this color blocking that they use on cracked sidewalk. Here's a Pac-Man arcade sticker that they put on a broken bus timetable machine. They also do a lot of guerrilla gardening and urban renewal projects, and have built a ton of these trollish bus stops like this Gucci one. One of their joking platforms once was to create new hybrid animals to replace all of the extinct ones, and they built this bus stop with a bunch of them. And they put up this incredible Family Guy bus stop that I tweeted about the other day. By the way, please follow me on Twitter in case TikTok gets banned in America. Eventually, as they became a more official party, they started to take more political stances. In response to the government's anti-immigrant rhetoric, they put up a bunch of billboards saying stuff like, "Feel free to come to Hungary, we already work in England," given the high amounts of Hungarians who had emigrated to the West. And during the migrant quota referendum, they encouraged their voters to burn or invalidate their ballots to keep turnout as low as possible. Their platform typically includes classics like free beer and more of everything, less of nothing, but they've also promised to open up 6 national smoke stores that you see everywhere in Hungary abroad. If you're familiar with Hungarian nationalism, you've probably seen the Irredentist map where nationalists claim that they want the old borders back and to make the country big again. Well, the classic two-tailed dog program was to take that map and put it in Hungary to make the country the same borders but smaller. On their donation page, they call their supporting members oligarchs with tiers like George Soros Jr. or Sugar Doggy. They once advocated for increasing exports of Hungary's famous dreadlocked Puli dog to Jamaica, as well as annexing New York City, and building an overpass just completely over Hungary so migrants don't even have to come here at all because they say the jobs aren't even worth having. Funny enough, one of their platforms once proposed something that the government would eventually do, ban Eurovision, but not because it's LGBT propaganda, instead because it's stale and boring. And finally, they famously once sent this as their representative to their obligatory 5-minute interview on national television.
Örök élet és az ingyen sör ígérete az egy kifejezetten emblematikus szlogenjükké vált. De mit tudnak kínálni azoknak, mondjuk, akik nem akarják megvárni az önök majdani esetleges kormányzásának a végét, tehát az örökké valóságot, hanem nem szeretnének örökké élni, és pláne a borosoknak?